Alright, so let's look at this. We're solving two-step inequalities. If you wanted to look at this in the book, this would be from Chapter 3, Section 4. And our goal here on this one is to actually solve inequalities that contain more than one operation. In this case, two operations. We'll look at multi-step later in another video. So let's look and just get right into it. You've already done this with equations, so I'm just going to go through some different examples and kind of go from there. So here I have 160 plus 4f is less than or equal to 500. So again, I would do the opposite of adding because I see adding and multiplication. I need to do the opposite of the adding, which is to subtract 160, and I get 4f is less than or equal to 340. Then I'm going to divide by 4 to get f is equal to, or I'm sorry, less than or equal to 85. So what I can do from there is to go ahead and draw my number line and put 85 and put a closed dot because it was less than or equal to, and notice I'm shading to the right because it's saying this variable f is any number that's less than 85, and if I'm shading to the left, those are the numbers that are less than 85. Next example, 7 minus 2t is less than or equal to 21. Okay, so this is one of those examples where I'm trying to make sure y'all are being cautious with what you do here. So you have to realize that that 7 is a positive 7. The minus goes with the 2 on the t. So that's saying like really like 7 plus negative 2t, negative 2 times t. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 7 and get negative 2t is less than or equal to 14. Now again, negative 2t means negative 2 times t, so the opposite of multiplying is to divide by negative 2. And again, when I divide by negative 2, since I'm dividing by both sides by negative, I need to switch the inequality. So instead of being less than, my final answer, it actually becomes greater than or equal to. And then of course, I would do my number line, put a closed dot, and shade to the right. Remember, if it had just been the sign, like if it had been, say, something like this, t greater than negative 7, it would have been an open dot at negative 7. I think for some reason I may have done all these with greater than or equal to or less than or equal to because I just didn't think. So, anyways. Okay, next example, negative 12 greater than 3x plus 6. Now I purposely make this one on the other side, and you'll see why. I'm trying to give you all the little ones where I can kind of, let's say, catch you if you're like being lazy or not paying attention, so you know, kind of pay attention to that, hopefully. Anyways, what am I doing here? I need to say subtract 6, so I subtract 6. I got negative 18 is greater than 3x. Then from there, I'm going to divide by 3, and I've got negative 6 is greater than or equal to x. Now keep in mind, I told you in the other notes, I want you to switch these. If you want to avoid simple mistakes, I would recommend flipping these numbers, but that also means you flip the inequality. So it's actually x is less than or equal to negative 6, so I can easily graph it correctly the way I need to. Again, I only do this when the x is on the left-hand side, I mean the right-hand side. I like to put it on the left-hand side so I can follow the direction of the inequality. Alright, last example. For my last example, I have x over 4 minus 7 greater than or equal to negative 3. Now, I purposely said it x over 4 because I want you to remember what that means. I saw a lot of people not doing this one on the test or a problem similar to this, so I don't know why. It's not that difficult because first thing you look at is, okay, there's a minus 7, so I need to take care of the minus 7 and say plus 7. So I have here x over 4 because the minus 7 plus 7 canceled out, greater than or equal to negative 3 plus 7 is 4. And if you put something like 10, check it on a calculator. Anyways, now let's think about that. X over 4 means divide. X divided by 4. What's the opposite of divide? Multiply. So that cancels out, leaving me just an x, and then I would have 4 times 4 is 16, and then I could graph it. So there's two-step equations is really no different than, or I'm sorry, two-step inequalities. It's really no different than from when you did two-step equations. It's just one of those, again, practice, practice, practice. Makes it better, better, better. I also try to show you each one of the examples of things that I could catch you on, make it kind of tricky. So kind of make sure you make note of that, okay? And when you're doing the problems, try to make note of those carefully. Be careful, and then you should hopefully do better. All right? Thank you very much, and I'll check the notes later.